I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
Exhausted Cappy, looking at more work tomorrow, physical work, which those of you with college degrees from the Ivy League know nothing about. And while I was doing all my work today, I was binging on the YouTubes. In the particular area of the YouTubes I was binging on was this whole thing going down where three different media products failed. Dustborn, Sony's new game, Concord, and then they canceled The Acolyte. And naturally, Disney was discussed. I listened to many different YouTube podcaster people. And Valiant Renegade is one of them. I really enjoy. His is a little more serious. Like shock! Oh my god, destroyed! Whoa! You know, he's a little bit more. Well, he is an analyst. He a financial analyst. I probably by training. And him and Andrew over at Legal Mindset, which you guys know, I think I've had him on the show. I've been on his show. So I really like Valiant Renegade. I linked to the article. The YouTube video he did below because I did want to talk about it. And he was talking about this gal called Dana Walden. And you don't know who she is because I don't either. And she's the newest thing. And there's speculation that she will go and replace Bob Iger, who is the president and CEO, or maybe he's just the CEO of Disney. And the tropes of girl boss and privilege and and you know, Aaron, how do you know? Did you do a Clary test? No, I didn't. I didn't look this lady up. I'm like, you didn't get there on your own. You just didn't. You're how I don't know even what position she's at this. I just like, no, you didn't get there on your own. I could be completely wrong. You could totally not be Anderson Cooper. You know, there's a shot. The reason I say it, she's a leftist. Okay, anyway, according to Valiant Renegade, I guess she's ideologically woke or whatever. And when I hear you're a leftist, I just assume you didn't work for it and you had connections and you whined and complained or you got promoted based on traits you were born with, not work or skill or ability. Anyway, there's speculation she might be the new CEO of Disney. And I looked at her and I looked her up. Or maybe he had a picture. I'm like, whoa, she's good looking. Keep in mind, this is on a phone. And up until I grabbed a larger on my computer screen because my eyesight is going, while I was working, I was like, wait a minute. It's Star Wars Outlaw. That's a fourth failure. New video game uglified the gal. And that's where I found that image there below, because if you looked at the thumbnail image, there's Dana, who is the attractive blonde gal. And then there is a brunette gal, who's also very attractive. And then there's the arrow going to the latest girl boss heroine of Star Wars Outlaw, the latest video game that is released or is about to be released and will fail because it's girl boss. And as per typical Disney and all of Hollywood and all video games, they uglified the woman because you cannot have pretty women. And that's why I put all three together. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. And I'm not even, I'm being somewhat tongue in cheek, but not the majority. I'm like maybe 15% tongue in cheek here. The 85% of me is like, are you kidding me? I'm deadly serious. There is obviously a culture in the creative industry, whether it's movie or video games, it doesn't matter, but especially Disney, where they do not like attractive women. You are not allowed to have attractive women. I mean, we got what Chit Brown and the Seven Portlanders coming out, or Gal Gadot, the evil stepmom or the queen. I forget how Snow White works. Gal Gadot is way hotter than the ugly fuckstick they got portraying the Disney princess. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Snow White, the other actress, not Gal Gadot, the one that nobody wants to fuck, if we were to put it bluntly. Um, so I was like, well, wait a second. There's obviously this ingrained political, psychological, whatever bias against attractive women, and you're gonna put a babe like this in charge? And I really want to know. It, follow me through on this logic. So they ran out the original guy who did DreamWorks. DreamWorks has gone to shit. They've ran out all the skill and the talent, which I don't know how the rank and file, the rookie nobodies, send out and send away the founders of some established video game studios. Like how does the rookie people getting hired, they just seem to have this ability in the creative industry of all the different subgenres. Like, oh, we just hired a bunch of dipshits from CalArts and they're all woke leftist activists. And then they forced or purged the people that were in charge, all the talented, skilled, the established people, whatever else. I'm like, how? How did you, what? How does that happen? But that question, which I don't think can be answered aside, maybe some of you might have some speculation on it, but it's not deniable. It's undeniable. It's undeniable that that's kind of what happened. So if your rank and file don't like you, politically speaking, or they don't like the way you look, isn't this going to create some problems for an attractive gal like Dana Walden to go be president and CEO? And doesn't it philosophically go against Disney policy? You're right. You're for ugly people. That much is true. Don't deny it. Don't say, no, we're not. You're just like, no, you're the ones putting out and uglifying women. I don't know if they uglify men. Oh, they definitely pussify men. That's for a fact. You're the ones who make it very clear through your art and your work and the video games and the movie, Disney or not. You're on an anti-attractive woman kick. Fine. Why is there a drop dead? Well, okay. She's not a 10. I mean, she's a little bit older now. I looked up not phone pictures. Everyone looks good. Even I look good on a phone. Then you get like 4K high definition. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Kill it. I got okay. She's older, and obviously some things have probably been photoshopped. But at the end of the day, she's still a very attractive 50-some-year-old woman. 50, younger 50s, older 40s, I guess. How is that going to fly? Isn't that contradictory? Doesn't that go against the what would you call it, ethos, the culture of Disney right now? Aren't there going to be whoever hates attractive women who got rid of all the other guys and gals who had the talent and the ability? Aren't they going to purge this gal too? I'm serious. What they are you're not going to tolerate it in your product. Why would you tolerate it in your president and CEO or just CEO? I don't know. So there's obviously a rank and file cultural bias, but then I guess it's also got to be policy, I'd imagine, at Disney, that you're not for traditionally conventionally attractive people, which means you're not for attractive people because it's not conventionally, just, well, you either are or you aren't. Shouldn't you be hiring an ugly person? Especially if it's gonna be a woman, because female beauty is horrible, it should be objectified. And you look at her now, here's the other thing you could tell about Dana. She knows what it takes to be an attractive woman. She obviously works out. She dolls herself up very pretty, like, the appropriate makeup. So she knows that there's a lot of work and effort that goes into that. But isn't that kind of outdated? I'm being deadly serious. Isn't that succumbing to the men's gaze? Isn't Snow White like, "It's not saved by the prince," right? This is all bad, like, culturally, policy, zeitgeist not zeitgeist, corporate culturally speaking, you are pretty much against traditional forms of female beauty. Why are you hiring a knockout or grooming a knockout for your CEO? I don't let's just be honest, people don't know what the fuck they're doing at Disney. It's not like I'm gonna ask Disney a question to the entire corporation, and there's gonna be one person who heads up that, like, can answer that intelligently or sentiently. But I would not be surprised. Don't be surprised if there's a little bit of backlash, like, "Why'd we hire the babe?" What well, this is against a Disney cult. If there would be a Borg-like reject, like when people have an organ transplant, the body fights it because it's a foreign object. So you got to take drugs so it doesn't fight to reject the spleen or the kidney or whatever it is. I'm being serious. Wouldn't something on the cellular level start rejecting this woman because she's too pretty? And there's got to be some friction caused by that. If Disney was really trying to make social change, which they are, they're definitely not trying to make profit. If you're trying to make social change, then you should hire a ugly woman or a non-traditionally attractive one, whatever fucked up words mismeaning that you Marxists like to play with the words. I'm going to use old school English that means what it says what it means. Shouldn't you hire an ugly woman? We can't hire a guy. I mean, come on, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, right? Too many white guys. We gotta get rid of that. So we have to have a woman, right? But really, okay, traditionally it was men. Well, we got rid of tradition because fuck tradition. Why would you have a pretty woman? Isn't that a privilege? Doesn't that go against the political culture and policy of Disney? So I say she's too good looking to work there. I mean, it could all be bullshit. As long as you got the right politics, they don't care how pretty you are. Oh, all right. Any super chats? No super chats. That's it. All right. I'll see you guys. Snow Tan and the 7 diversity hires. They had several yeah, Shit Brown and the 7 Portlanders, girl who doesn't know how to shut up in the 7 something or other, mythical creatures, whatever. Oh man, I can't wait till that comes out. I can't wait for them to lose another quarter billion dollars on that. I can't wait for Captain America and the other diversity hire. I can't wait for that one. That's Disney because they own Marvel. I can't wait to see what happens to Star Wars Outlaw or Outlaws. And then I can't wait for the latest Ray movie. If you guys are bored and looking for something else to tune into, go tune into Valiant Renegade. I have it linked below. Critical Drinker, Nerderotic, Smash JT, World Class Bullshitters, It's a Gundam, um, uh, David Cullen, Cullen, and then they'll link and refer to other people as well. It's just some good stuff. Like it's been a godsend because I've gotten a lot of great joy and entertainment watching these guys and gals taking down just the woke inferior shit products that they're pushing out there. And it will go away. Like if Disney and all them start making good shows, good games and all that, it'll kind of go away, but I don't know. I just think they're so committed ideologically, they're not gonna cut back. Doing an excellent exposing Minneapolis. Lofi has been doing an excellent exposing Minneapolis douchebag attitude. It was always there. It was always there. Oh, I know Barbarous. I agree. I I think that, dude, if they could keep making just shit. Do you know how fun it is watching Disney have its stock price? I think more than half, like lose over half its value. Just watching them, these people literally thought Everyone could be brainwashed about anything, and you're gonna take an inferior product. You're gonna take a live service, live stream game with, uh, pay to win, and it's gonna be a shit game. They literally thought they could throw away ability, talent, creativity, innovation, character development, good gameplay, thought, the hard work that goes into doing anything creative. And just like, here, we're gonna slap a little black woman on it. Oh, look, this guy's gay, and this person's an Asian, and he's in a wheelchair, and there you go. Let's spend billions of dollars on that shit. Get her, permanent resting bitch face girl. Give it to Captain Marvel. There we are. Well, there's a black woman in it. Why didn't you sign up? I hope I hope you piss away all the not taxpayers. I hope you piss away all the shareholders' money. It would be great. It would be great to watch. Just it at the end of the day, you will answer to the market, and the market is the people, and they will not transfer their money willingly anyway for shit they don't want. And so the next step, Disney, if you're that committed to forcing politics and DEI and not fun on people, you're going to have to start putting guns to people's heads and forcing them with the threat of punishment or pain to do so. All right. There we go. That's it. I'll see you guys later too.